This is the cheapest Maserati you can buy in 2024 when it comes to the Levante SUV. Yes, the 2024 Ultima is making its debut on the channel, and we have the specs, the pricing, the sound, and everything that's changed for the 2024 model year. Let's get right to it. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another video where we're here at Maserati Alpha Male Daytona Beach with the first entry-level Maserati Levante for the 2024 model year, and that is the Ultima, the GT Ultima. All right, so we know that the Ultimas are the last iterations of the Quattroporte, Ghibli, and Levante, and we've gotten the Modena, which is the only other spec trim you can get besides the V8 Ultima, which is a limited series, or you get the GT version, which is the base model entry-level version for the 2024 model year, and these are limited. They're not going to see a lot of GTs. Maserati is pushing the Modenas, so I wanted to get one of the cheapest Maserati Levantes you're going to get in the 2024 model year, because this is the last time you'll see this iteration before the restyling. So if you still love what the Maserati Levante gives you, which we will take a good look at today, well, you're probably going to love the Ultima GT, but let's see what the pricing, specs, and everything else that it comes with and what's changed for the 2024 model year. Now, since its launch in 2017, you've seen the Maserati Levante in this current platform. Yes, we've had some facelifts and changes here and there, but it's basically been the same car since that model year. And Maserati had to change the DNA, just like the Grecale, the Gran Turismo, the MC20, all those have adapted to new Maserati DNA for the 2024 model year. So Ultima means the last in Italian. So last iteration of this Maserati Levante is here in front of us and in this entry-level platform. And again, very limited availability. Reason being, they're just pushing these out. You really lose your freedom of choice when it comes to this model because it is broken down in 5 major pillars. And again, the freedom of choice is not really there. You get 4 exterior colors. You get 1 wheel option, 1 brake caliper color, 1 interior leather trim, and then 1 trim level as far as the interior trim and the interior. All right, so that's it. And I'll go over those as we walk around the car, but that's it for the Levante. Really, you can only choose the exterior colors, and you get 4 exterior colors to choose from. We have this version in Nero Absoluto, which used to be called Nero Rebelle, but Nero Absoluto debuted on the Grecale and over to the Gran Turismo, so that is Maserati's new black. Nero Absoluto, Nero Rebelle is now out of the question. But the other colors you can get are, well, Bianco, white, Grigio Maratia, which is gray, and then the 4th and final after this Nero Absoluto, well, is Blue Emissione, which is blue emotion. So again, 4 different exterior colors. Now, what has changed for the GT model of the Maserati Levante? I mean, for 2024, really, Maserati wanted to change a couple of things, and it's very small. Let's start with the front. Very small, and you guys are gonna notice this whole design language right off the get-go. Maserati emblem there, beautiful paint, as I said, Nero Absoluto. The vertical slats for the grille, big trident for the level 2 ADAS, and then you also have the fog lamps, black surround. You have the full matrix lights here, LED lights, yes, on the GT model, which kind of, you know, represents the price point, which we'll talk about again. Also, you see the Maserati insignia, which is really cool in there. Then you also have the big grille down at the bottom, and with the paint and the front splitter, it all matches up very well. What changed for the 2024 model year? Well, Maserati did a couple of things in a dark flavor. This is a dark chrome is what they call it. It doesn't look that dark, but it doesn't look like bright chrome, so I guess it counts as dark. Dark chrome. The GT gets dark chrome on the front. That's basically it. For this strike through here, this piece at the top, it's in dark chrome. I would have loved to see it in black to match this whole piece here about the grille surround, but it is what it is. Maserati still got to put some chrome on the car, right? So that's basically it for the front of the car. When you talk about the side profile, a lot of people are going to like this because Maserati kept a lot of chrome, which we'll go to in just a moment, but let's talk about the wheels first. I told you only 1 wheel option. I told you only 1 caliper color. You're looking at it here. 20-inch Dark Festo wheels with a black caliper and white Maserati script. These are the only wheel setups you're going to see on the GT. So if you see this, that is probably a GT model without you seeing the badge first. So that's it. Now you do get the Pirelli tires here as well, the Scorpion Verde all seasons, but that's your wheel option for 2024. Now keep in mind that the Levante does have an air suspension, so this will raise and lower depending on the mode you're in, or if you want to raise and lower it, you know, via toggle switch, you can do that as well. On the fender here, the GT badge and the Maserati signature portholes are done in chrome. Looks really good, right? So again, they're kind of keeping the chrome aspect, but this is a darker chrome just like the front. If you guys look here, you'll see it's a brighter chrome here versus the chrome here, or at least that's what it looks like. Now I know for sure the front is dark. This might be actually the same amount of chrome as the window moldings. We'll have to figure that out. Door handles as well, done in chrome. I know a lot of people are getting over the whole blackout look, gloss black this, gloss black that. This is more luxury with the chrome. Maserati changed the mirror caps for 2024. Not the styling, but the color. Remember I told you that we did a black front for that piece? They did black on the mirror caps as well for the GT. Come standard in black. So, if you guys will notice, this is not the same black as this Nero Absoluto metallic. It's just a gloss black on the mirror cap, so you know that it's different. So yeah, you can tell I'm not necessarily the biggest fan about that because I would like it to match the paint, but every Maserati Levante gets black mirror caps, so it only looks different on the black. If you have a white car, you'll see the gloss black, it'll stand out more. Same with the Grigio or the blue Mazzone. So it only kind of, you know, blends in and kind of messes up the whole spec when it's a black car with the metallic paint versus a gloss black on the window moldings. I'm sorry, on the window mirrors. So with that said, panel roof up top. All right, so you see the glass and then the shark fin antenna, and then coming to the back, you will see that chrome trident per usual on the C-pillar. Looks very good. The wheel wells here are also painted to match. All right, so no plasticky looking wheel wells or side skirts. It all fits out perfectly. And then with the rear, Maserati changed two things. The black chrome again showing up on the Maserati script, the strike through and the badging. All right, so that is a black chrome again is what they call it. So it's not the bright chrome that you would normally see. That's it when it comes to the changes. Mirror caps done in black, gloss black, black chrome on the script, the strike through there, and the Levante badge, and black chrome on the strike through up front. Those are your changes and differences with the GT for 2024. Now you do also get the boomerang tails as standard per usual. Look really good. Quad exhaust tips done in chrome, and they sound so good. We will hear it in just a second. And you guys will see the honeycomb exhaust, or sorry, honeycomb grill around the exhaust there. All right, extra breathing because those exhausts get really hot. Take a step back, look at it all together, and it looks good per usual. Now I said we will hear what it has to say. Of course, we gotta make this engine and exhaust scream. Now we know what's under the hood of the Levante because it's been here since 2017. Twin turbo 3-liter V6. All right, so what are we looking at? Because this Ferrari derived engine is the entry-level model of the engine. So it's a lower horsepower at 345, but that will take you from 0 to 60 in 5.8 seconds with that, 8-speed ZF all-wheel drive and a top speed of 156 miles per hour. Now, again, that's decent numbers for an SUV, but again, this is an aging power plant, so it did good for that time, but at this time, it might be time for some upgrades for the next Levante moving forward. But what doesn't change, which I would love to have in every Maserati moving forward, is the driving experience, the sound, how it is when you step on the pedal, bang through these gears, upshift, downshift, everything that comes with this is just immaculate when it comes to music, to your ears, and feeling for your soul. Fuel economy per usual, premium fuel only, 18, 16, 22. All right, that's 18 combined city and highway, 16 city, 22 on the highway. Depending on your driving style and driving habits, you might be able to get more. You might be like me and just love having it in sport manual mode, and you're gonna get a little bit less. Cargo has been the same for the Levante. You guys can see we have a 60-40 rear split, You have a center feed through. We have 12 volt. We have a strap here to stow documents. All right. We have our close and lock buttons here on the side, and underneath you will see extra shelving for this false floor there that will hide your front plate kit here if you need it. A little extra stowage. We do have our hook here that, oh, well, all right, there we go. Did it the right way. That when I do that, I can lift the false floor and you will see a spare tire jack, hook. All right, you will see the battery there, the plate kit, all that good stuff hidden away in that false floor. And I'm failing. All right, there we go. Now, before we go inside, I want to remind you of some of the luxuries of the Levante that you won't get necessarily on the Grecale. You do have dual pane glass here, all right, sound deadening. You will also have, look at that, hinge preset is non-existent. It has left the chat because you can open this up to wherever you want. Pretty handy when somebody parks close to you. You also have the B-pillar sticking right here for that nice frameless design when you open up the door. Really nice, again, Levante styling. Now, inside, I told you, only one interior color option when it comes to the leather, only one interior trim option. So every Levante GT will look just like this one. As you guys can see, Nero or black leather with Rosso or red stitching. You see the trident and the headrest all throughout the seats. You will see on the door paneling, we have the same kind of setup with the gloss black trim there, aluminum for the doors, Harman Kardon sound system. All this stuff is standard, guys. So Maserati is giving you everything that they can really to make it worth it for you guys to get into the entry-level model for the 2024 model year with this same old and aging setup when it comes to everything like the equipment and like the technology and all that stuff that you see in these models. So let's start her up. I didn't do sport mode for once, but sport mode, you hear that deep grumble. Now, if you guys want to start it in sport mode, here's what you do. Turn everything on because it's electronic. Hit sport. Now foot on the brake and then press the start stop button. And it automatically in sport as it starts. So if you want to wake the neighbors up, that's your way to do it. Now, quick overview because we've gone over this interior so many times. For the Ultima, again, it is just what you see here, guys. I mean, it's the sweeping dials, analog gauges with our nice TFT screen in the middle here, our perforated leather, our column mounted paddle shifters, things like our driver assistance on this side. You have our hands-free controls. You have our radio controls on the back, lighting, and your start-stop button over on this side. You have your analog clock there, Rosso stitching going throughout with the black leather dash. You will also see the gloss black trim because that's the only trim we got for 2024. You will see the 8.4-inch screen with Uconnect 5 or MIA system, Maserati Intelligent Assistant. It comes in all Stellantis products. You also see the old and aging, not door, but SD card and aux cable there, all right, with the USB 2.0, extra storage, cup holders, 2-track system for the ZF, all right, so you see manual mode on that side, or you want to use the paddles, you can do that. By going reverse, we do have level 2 ADAS, which shows us all of our views, all right. You can also press park there. We have our traction off-road mode, ICE, increased efficiency for best fuel economy, sport for that grumble we have here today, and best driving experience. And you can soften your dampers there. You can also have electric parking brake, radio controls, which are, quick hotkeys there. And you can adjust the suspension, as I talked about earlier, on the fly if you don't do it from your specific driving modes. Armrest, split armrest, remember that, right? Cup holders down there for some small Italian drinks. And you can even let in a little bit of AC in there as well if you want to cool your drinks. And again, the sport seats look wonderful in this flavor. And you also have the panel roof, letting in a lot of natural lighting. Now, all your other controls are up top here. All right, so you can see that stuff for the sunroof, SOS, your trunk, and your home link for your garage door, all that stuff, dome lighting. And yeah, I mean, again, it's the same Levante that we're used to, and I'm not mad at it, but it's definitely time to say goodbye to this platform, this setup, and welcome what's new. Opening up the rear here, it is the same, no pre-hinge set design, same soft closed doors, as up front. All right, and then once you open her up, you can see we have the privacy shade here as well that can go up and down with the windows. You will see the gloss black trim, only trim you can get, aluminum with the door handles there. You see the Rosso stitching going throughout, and the leather, Nero leather all throughout with the Harman Kardon sound system and the heated seats, all here standard. All right, the seats, sport seats, same in the rear with the stitching, even in the headrest there in Rosso. And then you can also see right here we have USB 2.0s, charge only there, our HVAC vents, and our cup holders there as well. You will see the roof. Well, we got a little natural light up there, right? And then, per usual, just plenty of space for a Levante. Obviously, not the biggest, but it's great leg room, decent sizing, comfortable seats, and some good sound. I think it's a good place to be. Now, something's telling me that you guys probably want to hear what this thing sounds like with the GoPro on the back of the exhaust, right? Because who can't resist Maserati music? And I always say, check my other videos, previous videos. I always say the Levante sounds the best out of the Quattroporte and Ghibli, out of the big three. I always said the twin turbo V6 Levante exhaust always sounded better to me. Might as well fire it up, right? I said that there's a premium over the past year Levante, and we have to talk about it because this 2024 Levante GT Ultima with Nero Absoluto paint and black and red interior, well, it's going to start at $102,000 standard. I mean, MSRP flat right there. Now, I'm putting emphasis on this because the 2023 Levante GT started at $90,700. It's a big upcharge, right? But you get a lot more premium content standard. You know, the upgraded wheels, the painted calipers, the stitching, all that stuff, level 2 ADAS. That all comes standard. So when it comes to options, well, there's not an option at all. The Mica paint is just a metallic flake in the paint. That's it. That's not an option. So this is the cheapest Levante you can get in the 2024 model year, and you would think that 102 would be out the door. It is not, because we have an 1195 destination and a preparation and delivery of 300, which puts it at $103,495. So with no options at all, you will pay $103,495 for 2024 Levante GT Ultima. the cheapest you will get it. This is the most affordable Levante in 2024. Now, here's everything that comes standard at that price point. So everything you see here is everything that's included in that price. It's rare we get to do this because normally we will have options that will justify what your actual total price is. But really, this is your standard, everything standard information when it comes to your pricing and all the options that make it that way. So again, all good stuff. Make sure you guys pause and zoom in and everything, because again, it's got great options automatically to where you don't necessarily have to option it out. With an MSRP of $12,000 more than the base model GT for the previous model 2023 year, and a price here of $103,000 plus, what do you guys think? Does the GT Ultima really give you what you would expect for a Maserati in 2024 while holding on to this old generation platform and still giving it a good kind of finale, goodbye, sending it out with the best bang you can for an entry-level GT SUV? Drop those comments down below. Now, with that said, if you guys want to help further support the channel, check those links down in the description. You guys can check out the Rise merch and my social media links, and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, but click the notification bell so you don't miss one video. And with that said, we will see you guys in the next Rise video. Peace.